That's right. But say nice.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Gather round and listen to a tale of brave souls, big and small, where they go on adventures, where they may trip but never fall. Trials, triumphs, and doing their best. Join us, friends, on a stumble quest. Last time on Stumble Quest.
We're going to where we
Yeah,
found the
we're going to where we found the lizard and then heading north upstream from there.
You guys are following the river northward mostly. Eventually, you come to a rather large lake.
Is it feeding rivers or are rivers feeding into it?
It's feeding rivers.
And Oswalt casts Detect Undead.
So, you standing at the edge of the lake, you see like several strands of undead aura running down past you. A few that are running a little bit further underneath the water, and the biggest concentration of those strands is accumulated around one central point that's more north of you. All the strands of the undead aura that you can see is all flowing with the water.
Can anyone swim?
So Knack poofs into a koi fish.
Near the bottom of the lake, you see a pretty large tunnel system that's feeding into like an underground river heading southward. Every now and again, you see more of those fish. Not all of them are like pearlescent and headed towards and headed in like random directions. Some of them are getting sucked down the river. You come across one of the adder caps, and it's just kind of underwater. Looks completely dead as far as you can see. Some of the little fish are like picking at it.
Knack swims to the surface, jumps out of the water, and then changes back into Bugman form.
Oswald's kind of crouch walking a little bit, and without looking at the group, he's waving them over, and he's following the way that the wisps from the water are pointing, which seems to be towards that golemy thing we've seen. All right, I would say at this point I'm just hiding and observing it. As Art approaches, Oswalt kind of grabs him with one of his hands, basically grabs the side of each of Art's face, points it in the direction of the golem, and points.
I think now he sees it, he kind of just nods. What's happening
In Lake Quest?
Yeah, Lake Quest.
Lake Quest. Shortly after Wick arrives, the part of the hill that's facing the lake most, like some of the dirt crumbles away from the top of it, and with it, a single bone tumbles down into the water.
I like to imagine Wick running,
it Wick's bone?
spinning his arms around.
Well, he wasn't at the top of the hill.
No.
That is just miscellaneous bone.
I don't like that.
Wick is currently rattling either frantically or joyously.
Well,
But you
can I describe what he's doing?
Sure.
Okay, so Wick runs up, does his little frantic expression of energy, and then he pretends like he's really big and starts stomping around, and then points in the direction that Oswalt and Art are, makes the big guy walking mimic, and then bows, and then beelines it back the way that he came.
Wow, so he did a thing, but he was so proud of it, he bowed.
No,
like
he's just being polite.
Like in celebration of himself.
No.
He's
like,
just been taught to bow.
Yeah. He's
no, but I love that. I know he did it.
okay.
I know he did that, but I love it.
Oh, okay.
I love that he was so proud of himself that he bowed for. He's like, I know you.
For
know.
timing's sake, I'm going to say that it's when Wick bows that the part of the hill crumbles. So it's like, imagine like it's framed so Wick is right in the middle of the frame, and so as he bows and he's like mostly out of frame, and you can see the hill behind him, it goes.
Okay, really quick, I have a question for you on how Wick works. Can Wick convey information to me?
I feel like it's kind of like how, when someone owns a dog and other people are just like, the dog's just running in circles, and you're like, no, but that means that he wants to go for walkies in his favorite park. You get to know the animal a little bit better, so...
That's sort of what I was going to say. So he conveys it in the same way that he conveys information to everybody else. You just understand it better.
Will Wick be able to inform me about the bone falling down the hill?
Does Wick even know about that?
I would assume so if it happened right near him.
I guess.
Right behind him?
I'd say it would be fair if he had to come tell you.
So Wick rattles back up to you, his arms flailing all about, and then he sort of points to his forearm, and points to the hill behind him, and he takes off one of the two bones and holds it up and drops it.
Okay.
And picks it back up and slots it back in.
And I'm not getting...
Art just, watches that happen. You would theoretically just understand that, I feel.
Yeah, I think he understands that. And I'm not getting any undead shit from where the...
I mean, it fell into the same exact area that you guys were just looking in.
But it fell down from a hill.
Yeah. It fell down from a hill. So where you guys are, it's like, imagine that this part of the lake that you're at is like a corner, not perfectly like a 90-degree corner, but as close as can be for a natural formation body of water.
Okay.
So where you guys went is a little bit more to the east edge of the lake. You guys are headed north from that point. The hill is literally like right at the corner, directly overlooking the lake. Okay. So you guys went like kind of around the hill.
Yeah. Oswalt understands what Wick just explained to him. He despawns Wick, pats Art on the shoulder, and basically goes, is making hand signals that don't make any sense to you, but basically are like, just come with me. And he goes back the way that he came, towards where the group was.
If you look up at the top of the hill, do you see? I mean, Art's gonna follow you.
Yeah.
No, he's seen the golem. He knows why you're over here. He's just gonna follow you. But
well,
outside of that, if you look up at the top, are you gonna see?
So two things. Oswald's obviously going to look up there, and two, how are the guards reacting to seeing Wick?
Or to having seen Wick, yeah.
Okay, so Wick comes up, rattles around a little bit. As soon as he comes up, they're ready to fight. Like, they have weapons drawn. But given that they were sent with you guys by their commander, and you guys aren't reacting at all, they're like hesitant, but they're still they're defensive ready, for sure. Yeah. They're ready to fight at a moment's notice, but are kind of just staying put. But based on the fact that you guys didn't care that a skeleton ran at you, they were like, well, that's fine.
When Wick turns and runs away, Brix is just like, shit's going down, hell yeah, and then just like toddles after him.
So I guess that means we run into you as we're heading back.
Yeah, we all kind of run into each other at the edge of the forest foothill.
Yeah, the little
area.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Mm-hmm. Am I getting any undead hooju from up?
Are you at the top of the hill?
I'm looking
if he's
up.
Looking up.
Okay, so from where you are at the bottom of the hill, it's not a huge hill, but it's not a small hill. So looking up from the very bottom of it, you're not seeing much of anything.
Yeah, Knack is transformed back by now.
Yeah.
Yes.
He is,
okay. Knack is a bug man.
All right.
He has recombobulated his clothing.
All right.
I've recombobulated. I got my Croco. I'm ready to go.
Oswalt is...
Honey's apprehensive of Croco.
Honey... Croco's a friend, not food.
Yeah, but Honey wants to be the friend.
Yeah. Honey, don't worry, you're number one.
He's got fucking Socks and Frogger to compete with already, and now he's got Croco.
No, he doesn't have to compete. Croco's gonna be gone in like 5 minutes.
He's dead?
No.
Croco?
No, it's okay, Croco. You're friends forever, Croco.
As forever.
Croco, don't listen.
He's like, well, like a despawning, I guess.
No,
he's
fine.
Thanos evaporating.
I do have to see how long he lasts.
So Oswald's gotten back. He's despawned Wick. So Wick's back as a skull on his belt. And he looks really contemplative. And he just looks around and goes, okay, so, Art saw there's a golem over there. And he points to the direction that he came. And it's raining bone from this mountain based off of the things that Wick has told me. So, what I'm trying to say is, I don't know where to go. Knack, if you want to maybe jump up there and take a quick look, there may be, I don't know, a pile of the dead.
Are you wait out of character? Are you asking me to go up to the
Yes.
golem and
No,
inspect
not the
the
golem.
situation?
No, the hill.
The hill where the bones fell down.
Yeah.
Out of.
Into the lake. They tumbled down.
No. I mean, I can. Why not Brix?
Oswalt looks at Brix. Can you jump like that? I guess you could climb.
Hold on, let me show you how I can jump. And then she just goes like, hup, because she just jumps on like her 2 legs instead of using like an actual cat jump. And she's like, I don't know, man. I just
Knack snaps and is like, "Don't worry, I got your back." And then Knack picks up Brix and then jumps up to where the bones came from.
Oh, God.
So as Knack is here,
Yeah.
all right. What do I see?
Real quick, while this is happening, LeDrew's talking to the 2 guards and kind of like explaining that Wick is the skeleton and the skeleton is this guy's friend, so everything's chill.
Oh man,
He's like, don't worry about it, it's fine.
Crocodile's gone, man. Crocodile's
he's dead.
As you jump away, you look back behind you as you're soaring through the air, and Crocodile disintegrates.
poops in the smoke.
No, he like reaches out
He reaches a
towards you
little
and
claw
He
up.
doesn't feel so
ashes away.
And ashes like he like wisps away, and Knack a single tear.
I always thought he was just like an actual real croc that lived in the lake, and like Knack just
No, I
like
summoned him.
you monster.
So that he whiz a single tear. A single tear leaves Knack's eye as he wisps away into dust.
Yeah, you should feel bad for grabbing me.
That's the quickest love story told since Up. Ladies and gentlemen.
You wanted to fuck the crocodile?
No, I just loved him. He was my friend. He was my best
I
friend.
love his romantic.
He was your best friend.
enough,
Well,
but
Honey
he
is
was, like,
pissed.
Maybe
She
not
said it
best.
was up,
Honey
so, like,
doesn't know.
You
That's
tried
true.
to have a baby with the croc and it didn't work out? Like,
Honey doesn't
what?
have to know how much I love that crocodile. He's dead though. Absolutely.
All right, what do we see at the top of the fucking hill?
All right,
Yeah.
so Brix and Knack at the top of the hill.
God damn it.
Pretty readily, you guys see a pretty decently sized hole in the ground, filled with various bones.
Gross.
Part of it has eroded away from just, time and rain and shit. And so one of the walls of the hole has basically become exposed, and that's why a bone just tumbled
So we
down
found a
into the
mass grave?
Sounds like.
Sorta.
Can we tell what kinds of bones are in there? Or is it just bony bone?
Roll a survival? Yeah, I think that's appropriate, right?
Or like a search?
Well, I just rolled a 1, so I don't know what
Oh,
the
okay.
fuck I'm looking at.
Okay.
You basically go, ugh.
I'm so traumatized from being up here.
Whoa! I didn't know I put that much into survival. I have a 29.
God
What did
damn.
you roll and what's your bonus?
8.
And I have
Holy
I have
21
a
bonus?
21 bonus to survival.
What the fuck? Why am I here?
All right, my dude. So, looking into this pile of bones in a hole in the ground, you can see that they're bones from all different types of animals. Some of them are like exoskeletons from some of the like caterpillars and things. Some are bones from the ettercaps. Some are bones from like the lizard thing. Some are just smaller animals, like more common animals that you'd see around, like frogs and such. But it's just a whole collection of a whole different a whole bunch
But
of different
someone's
fucking
being real
animals.
creepy.
Someone's been doing some fucked up
real
shit.
fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. We got some fucking backwoods, fucking hillbilly characters out here.
Leatherface.
Hills have eyes, motherfucker. But instead, it's the hills have bones.
There's no like human or humanoid bones of any kind. They're all just the creatures and things. Doesn't make it better necessarily, but it's just noteworthy.
That's how serial killers start, man. They always start with torturing animals and shit.
Well, also,
I mean, you're right.
Allow me to point out that so
Saying.
far all the undead shit that we fought has been ettercaps and giant lizards and the I don't know if the centipede was a zombo, but
No.
Did I say caterpillar before?
Yeah.
Because if so, I meant centipede.
Centipede. No, it was centipede.
I don't think the
Oh, okay.
centipede was reanimated.
No, centipede was normal
Okay,
centipedes.
but these are all
But
the
they could
animals.
be.
I heard the word frog in there.
Is our frog fucked?
We
Oh,
know
no,
the
no,
frog's
we
fucked.
know
We
the
know
frog's
he's
fucked.
fucked.
You know he's fucked, but he's not pearlescent though. Like he's not shiny the way
He's
the
not
others.
Does he have
He just
anything to
sees the
say
universe.
about any of this?
He's not with you right now. He's on Honey's back.
Come on, man. Okay, anyway.
Come on, man.
And
This
I
is
just want
You
I just-
chose me as your travel companion for this
you
one,
could have
so-
chosen Frogert.
yeah. You could have had a moment with the frog where you put
Anyway,
a firecracker
okay,
in its
so-
mouth.
I think
Okay, wait. So
Sorry.
continuing on with your survival check, around the area, like around the bone pit,
The mass grave.
yeah, is a bunch of really uneven, irregular tracks. They're all big, awkward, round shapes.
Like
Ah.
someone Frankenstein something together?
Well, I was gonna say like the
No, like something was
golem,
walking around.
Like the golem was
Yeah.
walking around
Shit.
with its big circle feet, perhaps, or an elephant.
Is Golem perhaps like Bone Golem or something?
He's made out of rock.
He's made out of rock.
Is he a fossil Golem?
Ooh, horrifying.
I think we
Gasoline is just liquid dinosaurs. Anyways.
Do we have to
Delicious.
do we have to kill this golem?
Knack points to
How do you
the
kill a golem?
without magic.
Yeah.
No magic.
I can get an owlbear skeleton to punch it.
Yeah.
Me and Honey could fight it,
I could throw a rock at it.
I mean,
but I can't use any tricks.
I could
The
fight
two
it.
guards can fight it technically. They
But
both
we
I
know
just
don't
have
know.
axes.
Wait.
But they're resistant to slashing damage.
I know that magic doesn't work on golems. That's their biggest thing. But
Neither does-
Yeah.
does buffing yourself and smacking a golem
Yeah.
work?
That'd be
Yeah,
fine.
that'll work.
Yeah, because it just
'Cause you're
increases your damage output.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm fine, and I can buff you guys too.
They have, I believe, like a stone golem and shit, have resistance to piercing and slashing.
I can set up
That
a
makes
lemon.
sense.
I can set up a little lemonade stand.
They also don't
of
take
buffs.
criticals.
You guys can just come up and give me 25 cents
Lemon.
for buffs, because I can buff. I can buff any individual
You
stat.
could do that at any you have tree wood shape, so you
no,
can literally make
lemonade
a stand.
Yeah, okay.
Like just
But I guess we've
He
seen
has
everything
stone
we need.
shape, doesn't he? Can't he just turn the golem into like a flat surface that we just stomp on a bunch?
No, well, I think I can use it to hurt creatures made out of stone, but very minorly. It's like a single D4 or a single D6.
plus
of
it's
damage.
not one solid stone, right?
It's not worth the use of that spell because I can use that spell to like that slot to buff one of you guys
That's
or buff
fair.
myself.
We could also, I'm just saying, maybe keep an eye on someone doing a real good hide to see what the golem is
That's what I'm saying. Okay,
looking at. Garden?
Knack,
Since we have a party member who is almost invisible.
Knack.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Well, actually, we don't know if the golem is undead because
not
if the
undead.
golem, okay,
'Cause
so
he
It's
knows,
unalive.
He knows it's not like undead
Okay.
magic.
So
Yeah.
Knack looks down at Brix and pats her on the head and points towards the tracks, the round tracks leading away from the bone pit, and kind of motions for you to go investigate.
Could you put me down first?
Knack
Why
puts
are you
down.
not saying this to Brix? Why are you just?
Because I don't know. There's a big fucking rock man nearby.
Well, he's not that nearby. He's
How
so far
good is
away.
a rock man's ears if not magical?
I mean, Don't know. He's still far away though.
Okay,
It's not like
well,
you can
Knack-
hear him thumping around. Like
Knack says
you can see him way off.
to Brix.
It seems like the Golem has done something here. Maybe go investigate. I see tracks over there.
Fine.
Knack tosses you over the pit towards the tracks,
Brix is horrified.
flying over the bones.
To be.
Yeah, just like, all the way over. It's just like, ah!
And then Lance is like,
Wait.
like Halloween cat.
Do you?
No, not like none of that. But just like as she goes over, she's just like, ugh.
Oh,
Why you don't like being tossed over a pit of bone?
Doesn't like
No.
being tossed.
that's
I
not
don't
fun
think.
for you.
No.
If you
Yeah, it
land
was
in
like-
it,
it
there's
was-
a chance that you would fall into the lake. Can Brix swim?
A little bit.
And cause a bone avalanche.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna investigate the tracks and like sneak around and see what's up over there.
Okay. That needs a survival.
Survival.
To track you.
That's a 15.
Okay. I'd say that is good enough to follow it pretty serviceably. Not like you can just keep walking at a steady pace and follow it eagle eye, but you're finding each footprint and kind of being like every now and again stopping to be like, okay, wait, hang on. Where's the... Okay, it's there. And like following the next one.
Is there anything else around? Am I noticing anyone maybe lurking in the shadows?
No. Just a whole lot of trees, some water, couple of crickets,
Cool.
and footprints.
Do they go in a particular direction?
These footprints are pretty much going in a straight fucking line right towards like the direction where these guys are looking. I mean, not that you know exactly where they were looking to see the golem, but pretty much in a straight line that way towards the north.
And it's just from that little pit to where the golem is, basically.
In that general direction, yes.
And there are no tracks anywhere else. So it's almost like the golem sprung up from that area, walked around a bit, and then walked over to where it is now.
Or it's
You
only
might be
ever
able
really-
to assume that. You might be able to assume something of that nature.
Or
Okay.
it's only existed between those 2 points at least, maybe.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Can
Okay.
golems dig a hole?
I mean, if they're told to.
Yeah.
We don't know what kind of golem it is. It might have just literally stood up from the earth right
Yeah.
there.
Maybe I'll just walk over and be
It might
like,
have been the rocks covering this hole.
do I put myself in danger? Just be like, what up,
No.
golem? How you doing? It's good.
No, but we can
Sup,
we can do
Golem?
a hide and try and get a little closer as Brix is approaching.
Okay, well, I guess Brix checks out this little area, comes back to the group, and is like, okay, so there's footprints. Anyways, there's big
Round
circles
Yeah.
that kind of go from here. And they kind of stomp over to that area, and she sort of points.
Vaguely in the
vaguely-
direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't really go anywhere else.
Yeah.
Oh, you said there were big circles. The tracks. They said circles.
I'm guessing there's an elephant loose, and it's nervously pacing.
What?
They're very anxious animals.
One of the guards is stepping up and is like, elephants? That doesn't sound right.
No, I'm pretty sure it's the
It's-
golem that I pointed out earlier.
It's probably the golem.
Well, hang up. Go what?
Yeah, remember when I said there's a golem over there and I pointed
Right.
in that direction and I said that I don't know what to do about a golem?
All right, but let's not discount the elephant thing off the bat. I mean, there are some weird things going on, right?
I'm
Who knows?
I
very
The other guard
inclined-
smacks him in the back of the head.
Yeah. Just gonna. It wasn't a great roll, but I have a good
Diplomacy.
Yeah.
What's up?
Just being like, I think we should probably explore the golem side of this, and if that doesn't work out, we can circle back around to elephants. Okay.
What was your roll
A
total?
23.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
I can talk to people. I didn't. To be fair, the roll was a 5.
Holy
The
fucking
The
Jesus.
bonus.
That's a
Oh no,
good
22 then, because the bonus is like 17.
Okay, yeah.
Still.
regardless, the guard.
All right. Well, you make a good argument. I'll give you that. So, let's check out the golem thing. But
So,
I got a feeling.
My question is, are golems, are they aggressive?
They can be.
My question is, are golems elephants?
Not right now. No, actually, they're not. This one's a rock. You can see it if you look through there. See those rocks? They're moving.
I mean, elephants
what
are
you're
kind
saying
of that color,
is-
right?
That's an in character.
Stop it!
Are there elephants around?
No,
No, they're not.
around. This guy's just being an idiot.
We don't know.
He's really
Brix.
fixated. Maybe he just really wants to see an elephant. He's excited.
We can go to the fucking zoo.
Os-
Is there a zoo around? here?
Oh boy!
No, there's just a zoo burial ground, apparently.
Oswalt turns to the two guards and goes, okay, so here's the thing. We're about to investigate a big old golem, and we might get into a big old fight. So I'm going to ask you two to do me a favor. I need you to not die. Could
you do that for me?
Could you?
Thanks.
Yeah. So I need you to stay alive because, and I can't stress this enough, one, your loved ones will miss you. Number two, they'll blame me for it. So if you could prevent your lives from ending during this possible fight, me and your loved ones, of course, would very much appreciate that.
Why don't they just stay out of the fight? Like, just stay out of it.
We might need them.
We need them to be
we
witnesses.
Have spellcasters.
Yeah, a lot of us are squishy.
Just tell them to stay the fuck out of the fight, so they can be witnesses.
Well, all right. What would you have us do then,
Says the more senior guard.
Mr. Smart Guy?
Which one was the one that was nice? Was it the one talking about elephants?
Yes.
That fucking sweet summer child. Okay.
You can go over to the pit, start trying to put the skeletons back together,
I don't think
and
we should- Skeletons together.
and then figure out how many animals were in there. And, we'll workshop it from there.
I think we could just
All right, bud.
have you stand guard and maybe move in if needed.
Yeah, like if we're about to die, then jump in.
If you guys are all volunteering to go die,
We're not volunteering to
well,
die, but
I'm more than happy to accept that outcome. Well, I'm not.
I mean, at least one of you is nice. I don't just watch people die.
I've never watched anyone die.
Does he take a sip of some drink he had?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of his water skin,
He's very cool.
What has he ever like? Have you never been in battle?
but it's
Like,
full of whiskey.
No.
So
Oh, he's just drunk. Don't.
No, he's not drunk. He's just trying. Like,
never been in battle.
he's been a guard for forever, for a long time. He's never seen a real battle.
He's
great.
Definitely stay back then. Okay, fine. I'm rolling a hide, and I'm approaching where the golem is. It's time.
Whoa!
Whatever.
Fine.
Whoa!
I'm
Wait,
also gonna
doing-
fucking-
did Brix report back to?
Yes,
Yes!
Brix reported back.
I'm still up there.
Yes!
You just left me
Get
there.
down! Just threw me over the
I'm like, I'm waiting for you to come back.
No!
And you just fucked off back to
she
them.
didn't. She didn't walk down. She went far enough to figure out where the things went. Went back up
to
and
the
around.
group.
I'm sorry.
I'm
that
not
was
going back
literally-
over.
the fucking pit. That's nasty.
I'm sorry. I literally.
Whatever. It's fine.
So wait, hold on. What the hell is going on right now? So are these guys hanging out here in?
Wait.
They
Knack
could've-
looks back down. No. Knack looks down the hill and sees Brix talking to the group and goes, "What the fuck, Brix?" and slides down the hill back to the group.
Please roll a balance check.
Fuck, Brix.
She didn't want to
Oh,
the fucking pit again.
Oh my god! What
I got 4.
All right.
Finally,
you
someone
stumble
else.
down the hill towards the group. Oswalt, please roll a balance check.
I don't stumble. I fall down the hill.
Well, you stumble down the hill and fall into the group.
Oh. What the fuck, Brix?
16.
I waited for you.
Oh, damn.
I didn't want to go back to the bone pit. That's nasty.
I understand.
All right, so
That's not what Knack sounds like.
No, that's not what Brix sounds like either.
your back is to Knack as he's coming down the hill. He collides with you. You somehow manage to keep your balance as you take like 2 or 3 steps forward to maintain your balance. Knack, having compressed your backpack or whatever pack you have, has activated the
Excuse you?
the fog machine thingy that you have on you.
no.
Yeah.
And so now you have, within a 20-foot radius around you, a thick cloud of mist.
Cool.
I was certain you were gonna be like, activates the orb, and just like bullshit.
Knack is like laying on the ground with his legs up in the air, like on the back of his neck.
Yeah.
Looks up at Oswald just tanked Knack.
Yeah, somehow.
Sorry.
I can't see shit.
My bad.
Well, honestly,
Oswalt
it's
helps.
probably for the best.
Yeah.
Now
The
we can
fuck
just
is that?
Brix.
roll up.
Oswald,
What the heck?
I didn't want to go back to the bone pit. It's nasty.
Oswald helps Knack up.
That's
Knack stands up and nods at Oswald.
totally fair, but I was waiting for you.
I'm sorry. Nasty bone pit.
This is a mess.
But please don't make me be the one to sneak and check out the
I'll
golem.
go. Fine.
Cause I'll do it.
She wraps herself up in her stupid little cape.
We need to see what Golem's doing.
Yeah, no, we're gonna
First
go over
hand.
check out the golem.
That's a 28.
For hide?
Yeah.
What if we went over to him?
Like, no one can see you.
What if we went over to the golem and he was just boop, 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 and we're just like, what? It's just like he's
just minding his
just
own
having
business
fun.
party.
Yeah,
Just gold
Just
raving.
Don't worry about
unrelated to everything. It's
All
like,
the rocks on his body are changing color as he dances.
yeah.
So, I
Great.
guess
A rave golem.
Art would like to follow close enough behind to be able to actually like see Brix. See, quote unquote. I'm making air quotes.
Are you
See
guys all
Brix.
staying within the radius of mist?
Well, I was gonna
Is
say,
Oswald-
like, I guess kind of like it would maybe be at the edge of the radius of the mist to actually be able to like see her, but still to be able to use the mist as concealment. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just want to make sure she doesn't get like punched and none of us know, and then she's
Yeah.
a kitty dust.
You know what? That's pretty fair.
Yeah, that's it. Like that's I'm not trying to get. I rolled a 12 to hide. I don't know if there's a bonus for like staying in the fog.
Yeah, the
Probably.
fog offers
Probably.
you a +3.
I think like getting into defensive positions where we can keep an eye on the situation is
Exactly. That's it. That's
completely
all
logical for
I
all of us.
Yeah.
Want to do, and Art has done that.
Okay. Okay.
Oswald.
Not letting my cat fucking
Hey.
just fuck off.
Oswald joins you.
Knack
Okay.
does the same and prepares to do something.
The guards are left being
Yeah,
like,
Just
First of all, turn off the fog machine.
Yeah.
It's off. It just doesn't
It just.
It just hits
did
like a
a-
charge.
I mean, do we want to dispel the fog? I can.
I mean, you
dispel
can
the fog.
stop
I
it
just
whenever
thought it
you
was
want
actively
I stopped it.
producing fog
Oh, no.
still.
to.
Okay.
All right.
I don't think it's gonna.
You no longer have a
I don't
radius
think
of
it's
mist
gonna
around
affect
you.
Sick.
the golem either way because I don't think it sees normally. I think it like just kind of
Perceives?
knows where we are.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
well-
anyways, I'm sneaking up on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too close. I don't want to be within striking range.
Okay.
But you can get close enough to see
How-
potentially like what it's circling around.
Yeah, what
and
is it circling around? What's
what-
it doing?
What's it guarding?
Well, like I said before, it's not really moving in a set pattern. It's sort of moving in an erratic sort of like it's going toward the two
Yeah.
random spots and sort of surveying areas.
And that's it?
Pretty much.
I like to imagine it's moving like a PS1 model, like like turning in random directions, like flipping
Kind of
around,
like it's just kind of like it walks in a straight line to a new location, and then it just sort of quote unquote looks around, and then after a little bit, like a few seconds, it walks to a new location.
But is it
in
the
a
same,
random
like,
direction?
Is it the same like 2 locations back and
No,
forth?
it's just going around. It's in a contained area,
Mm-hmm.
but the locations it stops at to survey are not the same locations.
But it's always looking outwards into like wooded area?
Yeah, but I mean, wooded area is everywhere.
Yeah, is it like kind of in a clearing or no?
Ish. As much of a clearing as you can find in this area, it's not as dense as the woods you were in when you were south of Coombe,
Is it making?
but like
so it's a
it's
guard.
it's pretty consistent woods.
It's a guard. Like it's just been designated to guard this area
Yeah.
because there's something underground that it is defending or in this woods. Presumably the bone pit, but yeah.
Well, if I could just walk out and be like, "Hi, Golem," and see what it does.
I mean, if you want to.
No,
that might just
no,
engage
it's just
initiative.
going to attack.
Not
Yeah,
necessarily.
Not necessarily. I know it doesn't, like, I know it's a construct, it doesn't have a quote-unquote motive. But,
Or a mind.
or a
anything.
mind. But, like, could I watch it for a while and start to surmise potentially what it's doing here? If it is guarding, if it is just here randomly, if it has a specific purpose. Like, if I can glean some kind of
If
pattern
you
in what
watch
it's
it
doing.
for a little while, you might be able to guess something. I would roll a search for that.
A search? Okay.
Yeah, because you're like actively looking at it to try and.
Yes. That is a good roll. That is a 24.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Good art.
That is a good
I have
roll.
a really good search.
Hang on,
Guys, I've had to put... Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, golf clap?
Yeah. Kellan.
I've had to put a lot of points into a lot of things because if I don't min-max this bitch, there's no way he's ever gonna get anything done.
Oh.
It's pretty fair.
He's cursed. I'm just trying to make the best of it.
He's less cursed lately.
I'm using so many different dice and he's still rolling like
Okay,
consistently.
Maybe he's cursed.
Maybe he's cursed. These
Maybe.
dice roll great for other people, not for Art.
All right, so I want to say that maybe Art steps out a little bit ahead of the group and like kind of signals for them to stay put as
Sure.
he like watches a bit. Is
Sure.
that fair
Yeah.
to say? Okay.
He's a very smart boy.
Okay.
He's
so
trying
he
his
like
best.
watches the golem as he, I want to say paces, but doesn't really go to set places. So as he wanders around and searches, and you're getting the sense that the golem is like half guarding, half on the lookout for things.
How concealed is Art right now?
I mean, not super concealed. Art is like peeking out around a tree. You guys are all kind of hanging out near like some brush and the wooded area and tall grass kind of deal. Like the area that you guys are in is significantly less swampy than the places you've been in before. So in this pocket of the country that you guys are in, the ground is slightly more elevated, so it's not as damp and saturated with water.
I want to whip a pebble
More.
at it and see what happens.
That's definitely going to make it mad.
Well,
It's
gonna do
basically a
something.
magical security guard.
It's a little bit outside your range, but you can try. Roll an attack.
Wait, so before that, what I've gleaned is that it's potentially kind of guarding or on the
it's-
lookout.
You get the sense that it's like on guard. It's not necessarily actively guarding anything, but it's definitely on alert for like looking out for something,
Yeah.
and is definitely supposed to stay close to this area. Whether it's guarding a specific thing or whether it's looking for a specific thing is not really clear, but it's definitely hanging out in the same radius and definitely actively in search mode kind of thing.
Okay.
Like it's not just going to stay still like a sentinel until something gets close. It's actively kind of
I feel
scoping things out.
like we should go back to the pit and figure out why there's a pit full of bones. And maybe figure out who's throwing bones in this big old pit.
I feel like the person who's throwing bones in the big old pit is likely the same person who made the golem and is having it keep lookout over the big old pit / lake, potentially.
Knack now takes the time, if we're having a conversation, to relay the information that he found what may be the remnants of a potion bottle smashed at the bottom of the lake, and he presents the piece of glass as evidence that, he thinks that something's being thrown into the lake that is creating all of the undead.
Does it have undead energy? I don't know. Would it maintain that? I don't know.
Your spell is probably worn out by now, right?
Yeah, it lasted 50 minutes. So you tell me.
50 or 15?
50.
Almost 50. An hour. Yeah. I feel like we haven't done much. I feel like it hasn't been an hour.
It probably hasn't been an hour, but at this point it's probably been close to.
Yeah.
So I would say this is the last thing he'd be able to...
Yeah, I want to say that this is the last thing he'd be able to detect. And Knack holding up the piece of glass, you can definitely see a faint little bit of the smoky energy coming off of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, whether that was just from being in the water or because it came into contact with magic.
Yeah, it's very, very faint. Yeah.
I found this in the area you pointed me to.
Well, it's got a little bit of the bad vibes on it, so it's either come in contact with it or is part of it. Either way, this is definitely a piece of something. I just don't know what. Mm-hmm. I really want to fuck up that golem.
I mean, I wouldn't use those words, but I would like to know what it's doing here.
I don't know that you can do that.
What?
Libra is coming up behind you guys after having found you. After the whole mist debacle.
It's a golem, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Beat it up.
With what?
Giant owlbear skeletons.
Not all of us have giant owlbear skeletons in our pockets.
And she just rifles around. She's like, I got some bowls.
Well,
I got some topaz. I thought you sold that.
I got a few rings from a mysterious place that you'll never know where they came from.
Oh yeah, that's right. I got like a pole. I can't hit it with lightning. It's a rock.
Make better choices then. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, look at me.
I mean, Libra does have a point. If we get into combat with this thing, I'm not sure I can just hit it. Like, I don't know what a rock, or I don't know what a halberd is going to do to a rock.
I mean, listen, you're all making fair points. All I'm saying is, I don't have any other better ideas.
Why don't we find out why it's guarding a nasty bone pit instead of just trying to fight it?
But it'll be easier to see what it's guarding and why it's guarding it if it's not here. And if it's not here...
Well, maybe you should have made better choices in sneaking around then.
Oswalt summons an owlbear skeleton. No, I'm kidding.
No, do it.
Brix blends into the background. You'll never find her again.
I have AoE spells.
That includes you. You're part of the E.
That's fine.
Or I guess
I have magic resistance.
Knack is visibly showing signs of being agitated by the golem. In Knack's mind, as a druid, golems and things like this are like abominations. And he just thinks that this is just a tool, like an unnatural tool used by some magician to like guard this place. So he's just getting pissed.
Dispel
and
it.
he's just visibly irked and looks like he's about to jump out at it at any moment.
Can't you dispel it?
No.
Fuck. So as of right now,
But
can anybody hurt it besides me?
yeah, we can all hurt it. I can, but I
It's
can
gonna
not
have
a lot.
resistance.
I can buff you guys. I have the ability to buff all of your any of your abilities from strength to charisma
Yeah.
Oh,
to
damn.
fight
But-
this thing.
But if I had like a hammer, I could do a lot more damage than with a fucking sword or a halberd.
The only
Yeah.
I
problem
mean, it
is
still has like damage reduction.
yeah,
Yeah.
it has damage reduction. It is immune to
Magic.
sneak attacks.
God damn
It
it.
And
has no weak
criticals.
points.
Yeah.
Because it's not a person, or it has no veins and
has
arteries and stuff.
damage reduction against
I mean,
piercing and slashing, and just damage reduction in general.
from my search and like watching it, does it feel like it's on the lookout for something coming into the area it's in, or something kind of progressing past the area it is? Can we just sneak past it?
It's just sort of looking out for things. Whether or not it's trying to keep something out or keep something in or do anything of the sort is not really clear based on its erratic behavior.
It's just wandering around some random patch of woods with
Yeah.
no obvious.
yeah,
there's
no
nothing
obvious
here.
goal.
But-
It's just
and
it's
the-
just keeping a lookout for
And the patch of bones is not in its.
Well,
Is
It
not
was.
in
It
its.
was once in its
There-
rotation, but it seems like it's wandered away from there.
there is a potential here that there is somebody beyond this thing doing something.
That's
that,
what I'm trying
But that's
to say.
all golems.
Yeah, that-
But that's always golems. Like golems are not just naturally forming. Someone put
No, no.
this golem here
I
No,
get
no.
that.
as a guard.
Adam's saying
I'm
specifically
bouncing-
to
Yes,
go past
I'm
it.
bouncing off of what Rosemary was saying, where it's less he's a door. Basically, like maybe there's somebody doing some shit beyond where we are, and he's like, "Yo, keep an eye out so nobody fucking bothers me."
Yeah.
It's what Rosemary said. I'm just elaborating on that.
Then
Can
okay.
we see any other tracks? Do you want to like roll
Can you roll
survival to
yeah.
see if there's like humanoid
you-
tracks or like other tracks
you
that aren't
distract
made by
a
this
golem?
golem that maybe we've
don't know.
missed?
I mean,
They're not.
you can try.
You can. Yeah, you can. You can make it focused on you,
But see if there's other tracks.
but they don't think,
that we
so
can-
it wouldn't
Yeah.
get hung up on it very long. It would just be like, okay, it would just alarms would
would-
go off, and then it would just focus on something else.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is you're not gonna need any fucking help to get by this thing, Rosemary.
No.
Your hide is pretty good.
Okay.
It's not.
Oh, it's
I-
not. Well, hold on. Let me finish.
Yeah.
I think
Well, it's fine.
I should use the mist machine to help us get by it.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but I also am not sure that it sees in a traditional. Actually, do I maybe just know that about golems? Can I roll for that? Whether it would see with like sight, or whether it just like senses if there are things around it.
Roll a knowledge arcana. You have knowledge.
Can I also roll a knowledge
yeah,
arcana?
Sure. Yeah, you probably actually have knowledge arcana. If I just roll a straight
24.
knowledge, it's just a 10.
No, wait. Sorry, that is an 18. I'm way off. 18.
You got a
I just rolled
10.
a 10 on like a general knowledge, not like a specific
All right.
knowledge.
So, based on your general knowledge of golems, you know that they sort of detect things around them. You're not 100% sure how they go about this, but you know that it's not based on sight as you're aware of it.
Yeah.
You know a little bit more about this, I guess, based on some of your books that you've read.
Mutton Scruggs books.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah,
Historical
there's
houses,
there's
yeah.
some things about golems in the one Mutton Scruggs books that you read in the Tilton Temple. And it doesn't really, it can't see you the same way that you're used to, but if you're obscured in some way, its accuracy of you is
Okay.
hindered.
Its quote unquote radar will be disrupted.
Yes.
They're not
So
affected by
the,
magic directly, but they can be affected by magic indirectly.
Yeah.
So the mist will help.
Yeah. It doesn't stop it from detecting you.
No.
It stops it from detecting your exact location.
So it would help if we were doing hide checks to try and get past it.
All right. Well,
Cool.
I'm
Let's do
down.
it.
I'm down to try to get by this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Let's-
Brix will be the only one that makes it.
Yeah.
I want to inspect the general area that it's like stomping around, like
Okay.
get into that radius
Okay.
and like inspect it for any sort of clues.
Is there-
So I'm going to use my
Hold on.
survival.
Well, hold on. Can we get by this thing before you potentially aggro it?
I think you can just go around it.
We can kind of like hide, but
That's
skirt around.
that's
the outside.
why
You have
I
to go
don't think
straight
it's a
through.
door, because it's in a radius. There's something in the center or around the center that it's guarding. It's not. There's no door here because it's just woods.
I know.
Yeah, but
So I want to use my survival to like kind of get in there and sniff around.
all right. Well,
Jeph, we're too stupid for this puzzle as people.
I mean, I think
guys
that's
are
the
doing fine,
thing.
it's fine.
If this was a cave entrance and it was
Yeah.
stomping back and forth, I would get it. But this is
I know, it's
woods.
just
You can
in
just,
the middle of
you can
fucking
just,
nowhere. You could approach from anywhere.
Yeah, like he's just looking around. Like I think if I get right into it, like right in the middle, like I feel like I could maybe find something. Maybe me and Brix. Because Brix is sneaky.
and I can
Knack and Brix, power team again.
I
I
can
don't want to be whipped at this thing.
No, he'll let you go by your own.
Like even if Knack just like crawls around and sniffs around and Brix is the alarm
well,
or something.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't actually think Brix can help you with this. All she can do is pass hide checks.
Well, you have a decent survival, I think you said.
Listen, guys.
It's
Even if you guys
okay.
can't get out of this situation alive, I can get away really fast so I can tell your tale. It's all good.
Libra, this is
for you.
not
I have
really.
good survival. I just don't have good hide.
It's not comforting.
Well, I can give you the mist
That's
machine.
all I got.
Okay,
love it.
perfect.
It's a rock.
Then-
I can't hit
yeah,
it
let's
with
do that.
anything.
Me neither.
Oswald
sorry.
Oswald gives the mist machine to Knack for this.
That might give. The only thing is that I'm not immune to the mist machine, so I will get penalties.
But you're not necessarily.
I'm going to be just in the middle of the mist.
Yeah, but your survival check's fucking crazy, so even with penalties,
Yeah. Okay.
it shouldn't matter too
true.
much
Yeah.
to be able to just find some tracks, or tracks or evidence of something buried there, or something that it would feasibly be guarding, because it has to be here for a goddamn reason. Jeph just didn't tell us
Wisdom.
about it to have us fuck around with it for a whole hour.
That's
and
what
then,
I'm saying.
Not
Imagine
Also-
if I did, though.
Also, the bone.
Imagine if there was
the only
just
reason,
a fucking golem
Part of
and a
me-
bone pit.
the only reason
I'm
I'm
almost like Jeph might do that.
no.
For no fucking reason.
that-
But I have to believe in D&D that there has to be a reason that this
That's
is
why
here.
I'm saying the bone falling down the hill to get us to go up and
Oh,
inspect
absolutely.
the bone
The
pit
bone pit matters.
was a clue, and we just spent 3 hours doing nothing.
Well, no, but the clue was that the golem was up at the bone pit. So the golem and the bone pit are related. 110%.
and
We know
it's
that.
just a pit of bones.
But
What are we
it's
gonna
just a
do?
pit of bones that we don't know. It's a pit of bones with the things that we fought before. So it's obviously there's something
There
with
is-
the reconstruction,
there-
with the something,
It's
with,
going on here.
with the Ettercap and the lizards. I can feel it. We're really close.
I feel it in my cockles.
But we're not. We're just not. We're lacking one piece of the puzzle.
What's the terrain like? It's just soil
So it's
and
like a
woods.
dry
Yeah,
marsh.
it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Drier
It's like
marsh.
forest right now.
Yeah.
The area you guys are in is like forest.
Okay.
So Knack is right at home right now.
Oh boy. I cast Owl's Wisdom on myself, and a little mask. My mask starts reforming into the shape of an owl mask,
Cool.
That is
and
cool.
I get bonuses to Wisdom.
Sick, dude.
I get +4, so that gives me a +4 on top of my survival check. Here I go.
Okay.
I go down on all sixes, and I just scuttle along into the woods, into the golem's radius.
Gosh, I hate it.
Horrifying.
Okay.
Survival. That's a 24.
Okay. So, approaching the golem's radius, you have detected no difference in its behavior as of right now. Searching all the tracks and things, they are, as you would probably expect, kind of just wandering aimlessly about. Some of them head back in a straight fucking line towards the bone pit. Some of them head a little bit more north and just fucking disappear. They just kind of
these-
fucking
The
stop.
footprints,
Are these-
the footprints go north and then stop.
Yeah, they stop at a certain point.
Are these
a little bit forward.
golem tracks or are they creature tracks?
These are golem tracks.
But they
There's
they
a li- I think there's
disappear
a-
or they turn around.
Knack is starting to understand. I think there's a concealment spell on this area. I think there's something in plain sight that we can't see because there is a spell cast on it, and Golem here is just a bodyguard. So I scuttle up to the tracks that go to a dead end. Mm-hmm. There's no tracks going back, right?
There are tracks going back, but I mean, they're all over the place.
I thought you said the tracks go to a certain point and then vanish.
Like some of the tracks do go up to a certain point and then stop. There are tracks that are kind of headed the other way, but they're all spread out all over the place.
I head to the north.
But they all stop around the same general area.
I scooch up to the north to the tracks that just kind of go nowhere. Mm-hmm. Because that is very weird.
Yes.
And I search the area. Survival or search?
So you just go up to the area or
I go
past
to the
it?
I go to the tracks that just end.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do these tracks just end here?
Okay.
I roll.
Wow.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do it like that. But that's cool. That was a 1.
Well, I would say mulligan because you didn't really roll it so much as it flew.
No, that was
Your eyes
intentional.
fall out.
I wanted to roll it. I just didn't know it was gonna bounce off into the distance.
Roll into your tray, you fuck.
Listen, I'm just having fun. That's still a 2. What was that? A search or survival?
Survival.
Okay,
Oh my god.
Your arms fall off.
that's still 14.
All of your limbs fall off. Just
No.
kidding. No. Okay.
The golem eats you.
Okay, so you're following the tracks. Are you going past the point where they stop, or are you stopping where they stop?
Stopping where they stop.
No, go past them.
Okay. I go a little further.
All right. So going a little bit further, very suddenly within your field of view is a old, half dilapidated stone tower that's just in the middle of the fucking woods.
See?
Okay.
So there is
So I just passed a barrier where it's just like and it just appeared.
So
Okay.
stepping past it, you see a fuckload more footprints, many of which lead into this little sort of like outcrop door that leads to the tower. There is a walkway up to a front door of the tower, and there are clearly torch lights on inside the tower. It's occupied.
Yeah, I bet it is. Okay, now
As you step through that barrier, though, you hear some rapid thumps from behind you.
Oh no. So what do we see?
So we see the golem.
You
running after
see
him.
the golem very suddenly become very alert, turn 180 degrees around, and sprint towards.
Okay.
Cool,
Knack,
we're
nothing.
sprinting behind the golem.
Yeah.
Knack casts Summon Swarm
All right,
and
cool.
summons a swarm of spiders.
Yes, the golem's natural enemy.
The natural predator of the golem.
Yeah.
And I send them
Right.
in a direction within the golem's radius, just in a complete different direction.
I wish I had barrier.
From your guys' perspective, by the way, Knack goes up and investigates. The golem doesn't give a fuck for a while. Knack straight disappears,
And the golem
like completely
freaks
vanishes.
The fuck out.
The same instant the golem turns around and sprints at him, and then also disappears.
Yeah.
Knack also, upon seeing the tower just go whoop, with his knowledge of Arcana and magic, just goes, oh, like obviously, like so fucking
Adoy.
goddamn,
Yeah.
And then the golem's like,
Okay, cool.
Knack casts Summon Swarm and summons Swarm of Spiders to fucking go
You
in a
were
different
right.
direction.
I was right.
You were right. The only thing is we couldn't see the door.
Yeah.
It was guarding a door that we couldn't see. I guess I should have probably cast Detect Magic.
Dun, dun, dun.
Anyways, what do you do?
He asked you like 5 times if you had detect undead or like detect magic or
No,
just
I
undead?
asked him.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But it was, yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Very
Wait.
specifically had detect undead on.
Can I change what I do?
Absolutely. You can. We haven't decided anything yet.
Instead of summoning Swarm,
Yeah.
I cast Tree Shape and I just turn into a tree.
Oh.
Okay.
But there's like knots in the wood that like kind
There's
of form-
antennas.
All right. So you turn into a tree.
And little bug eyes.
Yeah.
The golem stops very abruptly in front of you.
Knack holds his breath.
And
As trees are known to do.
then turns around and goes back to his normal routine.
What?
So if we were sprinting after the golem and
Which is what we were all
which
doing.
is what we were doing, which is what I was doing. And we see it come back out, can we just like
Yeah.
be fine?
Yeah, I hide as fuck as soon as I.
Or
To-
just like stumbles back.
To explain what Nick just did, because this is not a visual medium.
No.
Nick said, "Can we do this?" and then threw herself against the edge of the couch as if to stumble
Can
out of
it-
its way and try to hide.
Can everyone please roll a tumble? Aside
Yes.
from Knack.
What?
I'm also going to roll one for you.
Oh, good. No, we're back in full form,
Oh,
guys.
son of a fuck.
Don't worry, I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 12.
I rolled a 14.
All right. So Oswalt and Brix are fine. They really awkwardly come to a stop and just kind of like back into some bushes.
No.
And I disappear.
The golem doesn't give a fuck. Art trips, but doesn't fall immediately, but
Art.
stumbles far enough to go past the barrier
Oh no! Art,
and
no.
then falls over.
Cool.
That's
Art!
So as Art is falling over, he sees the tower and is like, oh,
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome to the end of another episode of Stumble Quest. The theme is Struttin from Louie, Zong, and all other music's provided by Kevin McLeod from Incompetech.com. We'll have a new episode ready for you in 2 weeks, available on all platforms. If you want to check us out on Twitter, our handle is @Killustrators. We're still trying to get that switched over to @StumbleQuest, but Twitter is not having it apparently. And if you're looking for a fun place on the internet to spend some time surrounded by nice people, check out our Discord. The link is in the description. Also, if you want more information on the show, the people who make it, or the goings-on in the world, go to StumbleQuest.com and check out the website. Leave us a review if you think we've earned it, and share us with your friends if you think they'll like it too. All right, everybody, I don't have much to say this week. I just hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all staying safe. Hope everything is going as good as it can. We will see you in 2 weeks. Okay? Bye-bye.